have Libra in a major chart placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, then this reading could be for you, but it is a general collective reading, not a personal one-to-one reading. So you do need to use your intuition to know if this reading is for you or what parts are for you. Okay, we are going to start off using this sacred geometry oracle that I just got for myself here. Know that this reading is also meant to be timeless, which means it shouldn't matter when I create or post this reading. What truly matters is when it showed up for you. Is there anything from this deck? Oh, we already got quite a few cards coming out here. Okay, so we have the Circle card. So let's start off talking about that card. This card is talking about wholeness, oneness, never-ending circle or cycles of life. The eternal constant cycle of change, unity, perfection, inclusiveness, and boundaries. We also have the fruit of life, the egg of life. We'll talk about that, but I just feel like so far, I think they are talking about cycles, and life is very cyclical. I say this a lot. The economy is cyclical. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, and when you're up, you have to enjoy those times while you can, because yeah, there's gonna be times where you feel down. When you feel down, it's just about having lessons. So let's keep reading to find out more. The fruit of life represents the female movements or elements of creation, the ordered pattern of creation and the rewards of our labor. So I do feel like they're talking about the cycles you're going through, and maybe you're ending one cycle where you did learn a lesson and it was very difficult, very hard. And because it does talk about boundaries on this card, maybe that was the lesson you had to learn, was to set boundaries with people in your life. And because you did that, you're going to be rewarded. Maybe you're creating something new and you had to set boundaries with people in your life in order to create that. We also have the egg of life, which is talking about new life, rebirth, fertility, a rush of positive power that accelerates ingenuity and inspiration. Yeah, so I feel like so far you've been working on yourself and becoming whole within yourself, maybe wanting to live life more authentic. And you're going through this cycle where you had to learn how to set boundaries with people. But at the same sense, you know, when we go through your spiritual awakening, one of the common themes is that we're all one. I'm still kind of working on wrapping my head around that. But I definitely see how we can all affect each other, that's for sure. But the people that have these near-death experiences, when they come back, a lot of people say that that's one thing they learned on the other side, is how connected we all are, that we're all one. So there's something there about that. But yeah, you creating, maybe manifesting something for yourself, creating something, and then you getting rewarded for that. So I feel like you've been through a cycle where you've learned a lesson and you're about to get the rewards. Some kind of rebirth here. Or fertility, I mean, it could be literally a baby, but it doesn't have to be. But it says a rush of positive power that accelerates ingenuity and inspiration. So that, I feel like that's manifestation. This is you manifesting something. So you've been through this cycle where you went through a hard cycle, you had to learn something. Maybe you learned how to set boundaries and you've kind of gone full circle and you're about to get your rewards. Okay, so we have associated with the element of water. The icosahedron is considered a symbol of creativity and expression. It also symbolizes freedom, removing blockages and going with the flow. Okay, I really hope I didn't butcher that word there. Sorry if I did. So you're manifesting something here. It's gonna feel like a whole new life, a rebirth for you. You know, something's very fertile here. You're creating something. You're gonna have a lot of abundance with whatever this is. You're gonna be reaping the fruits of your labor after going through a difficult cycle where you had to learn a lesson. And you might have had blockages. In order to get to this new cycle, there's a block. And you have to learn how to go with the flow. You might have created a block by not going with the flow, by trying too hard. And you are right now going through a phase where you're removing blockages. to get into the new cycle where you're going to reap your rewards. So we have tetrahedron, representing the elements of fire. This triangular shape is considered a symbol of stability and balance. So whatever this is that you're manifesting, either you're manifesting stability and balance in your life, or whatever it is that you're manifesting is going to provide you with stability, balance. We have the cross. The intersection of the two lines is where heaven and earth meet, and the result of their union is mankind. Wow. Okay, so I find it interesting that we use the word union here, because a lot of times I do twin flame readings, and one of the catchphrases or catchwords is union with your twin flame, right? So I'm getting a little bit of vibes there where you might have had to set boundaries with your twin flame, and because you learned how to do so, I say that again and again and again with the divine feminine with twin flame readings, that she has to learn how to set boundaries. And because you do that, you bring in the fruits of your labor. You have a rebirth, maybe with your twin flame. It could be that, it doesn't have to be. But it's where heaven and earth meet. So I just feel like this is creating heaven on earth. And the result of their union is mankind. When two people come into union physically and make love, the result can be human, mankind, birth. So that for some of you, this could literally be a birth as well. Because we have egg of life, things going full circle. It's like death and rebirth, egg of life, rebirth. So for some of you, this might actually be somebody being pregnant. We'll see if we get more of that in the reading, in the bonus extended or whatever. But I also feel like in a roundabout way with these cards, they could have been telling me that you've gone through a cycle where you've learned these lessons, learned how to set boundaries, probably with your twin flame, and you're going to see the rewards of that soon. A new rebirth for you, maybe even for the twin flame union here with this cross, where you're creating heaven on earth. I also feel like we're talking about what the collective is currently going through, which the idea is that we're kind of helping mankind right now. We are going through an evolution of mankind from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. Some people also even can see it as like the apocalypse, but not in the way that everybody thinks. It's not the end of the world, it's the end of the old earth, beginning of the new earth. So the union of these two people is mankind. Could be the union of twin flames helping mankind is what I'm getting from this card. So I am definitely feeling like this might be a twin flame reading, even though there's it doesn't say twin flames. And then we have stability and balance here. So that's what we always talk about with twin flame readings, is the balancing of the energies, which is going to create stability in the connection. So if you are a twin flame, you could definitely take this to be a twin flame reading. I'll keep pulling in the bonus extended to try and clarify for those that make it to the bonus extended. If not, just follow, if you don't go to the bonus extended, follow your intuition on what you think this means to you. Because really at this point, I'll do like one or two more cards asking what it's about. This could absolutely be a twin flame reading. So let's just use a regular deck here. One of my regular decks that I like to use a lot. What is this about? See, I see the lovers on the bottom there. Yeah, and it wanted to come out. My finger just kind of like, I didn't try to make that come out, but it does want to come out here. So yes, this is a twin flame reading. You're gonna have a choice to make. Your person's gonna come in with this page of fire energy before you get stability here, which comes out in the twin flame readings a lot. They're gonna come in very outgoing, creative, maybe a little mischievous with this fire energy, passion energy, maybe even sexual energy. It might be an exciting opportunity, or it might feel like an exciting opportunity, but you're gonna have a choice to make, and it'll be a page, not a king. You know, it's not that full offer just yet. Now, eventually, You will get an offer that'll make your cup run over with good emotions. You'll be falling in love. It says the resurgence of a relationship. Well, it says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. So this, for some of you, this could be a new person. For others of you, this is somebody coming back. This card also says spiritual growth and enhanced intuition in a new home. So with the twin flame journey, you know, you do get spiritual growth. This is definitely a spiritual journey. More so than any other love relationship you've ever been in. Never in my life have I felt that a romantic relationship brought me a spiritual experience until I realized the twin flame thing. So you will also have enhanced intuition as you go through that. That also happens because you go through a spiritual awakening. So your third eye starts opening up. So those phrases here resonate. It says a new home. So you might even be moving to a new home. But there will be a decision, and it says to carefully weigh your decisions. We did have the Lover's card come out, which is union with your twin flame. So I do think this entire reading with these 6 cards from this brand new deck I've never used before, you know, you're going full circle in something here. Cycle, a new cycle. You're about to go into a new cycle where you get your fruits of your labor, where you get a rebirth with this person. But there's blockages. So what's the blockage? Well, the last part, we talk about this a lot, the last part of a twin flame journey is the surrender, needing to release control, go with the flow. This literally says at the very end, and going with the flow, removing blockages and going with the flow. And then this tetrahedron symbol is stability and balance. So you're going to be getting stability, balance, your cup's going to be running over with good emotion. The cross, the intersection of 2 lines to make a point, is where heaven and earth meet. You're creating heaven on earth for you and your twin flame, and the result of their union is mankind. So you might make a baby, or this is just the result being, you know, helping mankind. I'm seeing here it's like 2 twin trees, and then here it's like these images here are both the same. There's 2 of them, you know. Here there's 2, I don't know if the whole deck is kind of like that. There's 2 symbol, you know, 2 trees over there. There's kind of like 2 trees that come together to create synchronicity, I guess you could say. And then here it's like same thing. It's like 2 different, on both sides of each card, it's like the mirror image. Are they all like that in this deck? They might be. Like I said, this is, yeah, it's like every card in this deck has mirror image on the other side. This is a sacred geometry deck, so I guess, you know, we got a yin yang card. I didn't even know they had a yin yang card in here, but this is, I haven't even looked through this deck before, so it's just something I'm noticing. So yes, the deck does have like these like weird images on both sides that kind of come together to create a very like symmetrical. I just feel like that, even though that deck all the cards have that, I've never looked at this deck before. It's the first time I was using it. So I definitely, that along with the cards that came out, we could definitely fit this into a twin flame situation. The Lover's card, you know, I saw it on the deck and it, like my finger flipped it out without me trying. So I definitely feel like this is a twin flame reading, and your person is gonna come in with fiery energy, but it's not gonna be a big offer at first. It might be sexual. It's just like every twin flame reading I do, they're gonna come in with this energy first. Eventually, they're gonna give you some kind of stability. There's gonna be some kind of union where you create heaven on earth, where your cup runs over with good emotions, where you're gonna be falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. But first, the next time you talk to them probably, they might be a little outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous, maybe a little sexual, maybe a little passionate. It might not be a big offer. It might be a small offer at first. It might be exciting, but I'm gonna say what I always say. Now, we don't have anything about a test here, but for the Divine Feminine, this could be a test. You're gonna have a choice. Carefully weigh your decisions, it says, okay? So, whew, what a reading. Be sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell, but we're going to go into a bonus extended, as we always do, where I'm going to ask spirits more about this reading. So what is this about? You know, we're going to make sure it's about the twin flames, going to clarify that, the union with the twin flames, or is it that you are a twin flame and we're talking about your light working? I think it's more union on this one. And what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner. And, you know, if this is a twin flame reading, we'll get what is your person thinking or feeling cards. We're just going to dig into their mind and figure out what's going on, what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner, because this union, this could be longer term. This could be 10 years from now, 20 years from now. If it's coming out in this reading, my hope is that it's in the next couple of years. But I do want to ask specifically for you, what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year sooner. So go down below, click the link that takes you to my Patreon.